Hello farmers, welcome back to Green Mountain Forest. Spring is here. Yes, we are at the first day of spring. Looks like some leaves are starting to try to peek through on the trees even though the temperature is only 26 degrees. Ground temperature is still 21 with a bunch of snow still on the ground. Our money is up quite a bit. It's because, well, over by the cornfield that we had last year where I've been cutting trees down, I cut a boatload of trees down. A boatload? Maybe I should say log trailer loads. Tons of log trailer loads. But I'll take over there later on to show you what's going on. Yeah, our only goal for today, really, because, well, ground's frozen and can't really do much of anything else. I could cut more trees, but to be honest with you, yeah, I don't want to. So we're not going to today. But the animals need to be taken care of. Yes, they do. So I did go ahead and plowed some of the area around here so the bales can spawn. So we're going to take care of the animals first thing. I already got the gate open for the sheep so I can give them some hay. They're kind enough not to sneak out, but let's always start with the easy thing. Well, sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's not. Trying to give all the animals the water that they need without turning ones off that I don't want to. Nope, where is it? Alright, so we got that one. That's good. So the sheep are done. The cows are done. No, that stays on. Come on, where is it? No, stay on there, will ya? And you are... Nope. Cannot get the horse one to trigger. I should name a horse Trigger after I said that. How about that one? There we go. There we go. Now they're going to be all set. Alright, so let's come over here and open up the barn door because, well, I guess I was born in a barn. So, hay and oats for them. Hay for the sheep. And then we'll go ahead and take care of the cows. I did feed the cows. Well, yeah, of course I fed the cows. I fed all the animals 2 days ago. So I've already made a batch of Total Mix rations. Our silage down here is, well, it's ready. Well, it was ready, and it's good to go. Let's come over here, and let's spawn just a hay bale to start with. So we'll come over here. Let's just add one. There we go. I don't think... I may need a straw bale. I don't know for bedding. I got one in the bale shredder, but I think it's just about done for. What am I doing? My T6 is over here. I almost said T8. Don't have a T8 in this map. Just need a T6. Let's see. I got a bucket on here, but I don't really need the bucket today, right? I don't think so. Don't think so. So no snow has fallen since the last time we've been here. But also no snow has really melted either, so... and the forecast for today is actually going to be a decent day today. It's supposed to get above freezing in the afternoon hours, maybe early morning hours. Never know. Need that to come off. But tomorrow, tomorrow's going to be a cold day. Highs in the low 20s. Of course, my talk temperature here is Fahrenheit. But also, we got snow in the forecast for tomorrow as well. So, rejoice for snow on the second day of spring. But the good news is the third and fourth day of spring looks like the temperatures will get a lot warmer. So, I think it's going to be the same as last year. We won't be seeding until like the fifth day of spring, which kind of gets us a little tight when it comes time to harvesting in the fall again. So, I mean, I can't do nothing. The weather is what the weather is, right? You get up in the morning, you look outside, you want it to be sunny and like 60, 70 degrees out. And sometimes you wake up and it's 20 degrees out and snowing terribly outside. So, you know, what are you going to do about it? Nothing you can do about it. All right, so let me come over here. We'll feed the sheep first because, well, they're the easiest. If I click that, so it still shows 1,000. Yeah, 1,000. 4,000. There we go. So they got their 1,000 liters of hay. So the sheep are taken care of. Let's try not to run over any of them. Not like it matters too much, but they're fine. Yep, manure keep is full. I'm planning on trying. Hopefully we might take care of that today as well. Let's close those gates on up. So yeah, I think the last time we spoke, it was what? Was it the second day of winter, or was it even the third day of winter? I don't really remember. But I have spent many hours cutting down some trees. And when I mean many hours, I don't mean in game time. I mean in real life time. I think I spent maybe like 4 or 5 hours cutting down trees, bringing the trees to the sawmill, and of course cutting up tree stumps. And of course, it will be kind of interesting when spring actually gets here and we plow the field, or plow for a field. How many tree stumps I have left behind, because I'm pretty sure it's more than I think is there. Alright, so we'll leave the door open. Let's go ahead and bring this hay bale back because we don't need it for anything else. I should have enough Totemix rations for the cows for a couple feedings. So no new cows since we last saw each other either. Still got 11 cows, 11 sheep, and of course we still got our same amount of horses. Let's see, we'll have to take the weight off the back of this thing, so let's go ahead and try to put this someplace where I know where it is, but then again I'll leave it, I know where it is for now, then a couple days from now I won't. And I'll try to do the smart thing, lower the weight down first before I drop it down, because then it won't fall over somewhere. Let's go ahead and detach that. Alright, so the first thing we'll do is we'll grab the TMR mixer, and we'll go down and make sure the cows have the right amount of food, or the best food that they have. If they ever run out of TMR, they got plenty of grass in their feed trough for a while. Yeah, almost really screwed up the mixture on the TMR. I'm borderline on the hay. I'm very precious with the hay at this point because of the problems we have here with getting hay to being made. Yeah, hopefully this year we can figure something out. Looks like the fall time is not really the good time to make hay around here. Yeah, we tried last season and we left the grass on the ground for, what was it, like 2 days or so? Wow, it seemed like they took a lot of Totemix rations, but I got plenty more to go. So where I cut down all the trees, I thought, well, can I possibly cut that grass down and wait for it to become hay before we plow the field? I mean, it is a possibility. It's in my thought process to do so. We just have to wait for the ground temperature to get above 32. Then I can cut the grass, and I might leave it there. And there's no sense of plowing, and because I mean we're not going to be able to seed for a couple days anyways. Well, the ground temperature really needs to get above what I think it was like 40 degrees, doesn't it, to at least plant wheat or something like that. I definitely want to do some more cereal crop just because I need some more straw. We can always sell the straw if I don't need that much. I just lost my train of thought there. Next thing is, since we're up here, we might as well grab the bale shredder. And I don't think there's much straw in here at all. We'll visit the horses first because I don't think they're going to take too much. Hopefully I can top them off enough. But I definitely don't have enough for the horses and the cows at the same time. Yeah, so I'm already trying to figure out what we're going to be planting this year for crops. I did mention potatoes as a possibility. I was really hoping to have all that land cleared out, but that's not going to happen. Like I said, I spent many hours just cutting down the trees I did. Don't get me wrong, I got plenty of them cut. And it's going to be a decent sized fields over there, but not quite all the way where I need it to be cut. I think I ended up cutting down 450 trees in that area, which sounds like a lot, but also doesn't sound like a lot when we know there's 70,000 trees on the map, apparently. Alright, hopefully this tops them off good enough. My guess is it won't, and nope, ran out of straw, which was what we thought was going to happen. It's too bad though you can't put 2 bales in here at once. I tried once before putting a bale on top of another and it didn't work. That doesn't mean that it can't work, it just didn't work for me. I forgot who it was, and I was talking about it before in the previous episode. There's someone coming up with a bale shredder. I think, I want to say, it might be Black Sheep Modding, to where they're going to have a big bale shredder coming out. I hope I got the right modder for that one. I think it's Black Sheep Modding that's doing it. I can't remember now. It's been a couple weeks, and you look at enough mods, and then you kind of forget who's doing what. So I apologize if I got the wrong modder on that one, but that will be good to have, to where you can fit like 4 bales, straw bales in here, and then you definitely don't have to worry about how much straw you're going to have in there. Of course, if you got a silo that can take loose straw, and you're just taking out, putting a trailer like we do kind of sometimes on the Pacific Northwest, it's not a big deal. But when you have to use a bale shredder like we are going to do, you're going to come off there and you're going to fall in for me. Fall in. Thank you. Yeah, I definitely want to put the bucket back on today and clean out the manure pile for the cows, because for many hours I had to watch where it says the manure heap is full. I'm not sure if it's saying it for the sheep as well, but I'm pretty sure it's saying it for the cows. And I am looking forward to definitely warmer temperatures and the snow to melt, so I can do something other than... I did like plowing the roads. That was fun. But cutting trees, I was even struggling, kind of thinking, okay, what are we going to do here for a couple days in spring? And I'm like, well, I don't want to be cutting trees again. So I guess we'll have to work around the farm a little bit, feed the animals. I mean, the animals do need to be taken care of. Oh, I'm hitting the other side here. So while I was cutting trees and had all the time to think like I always do. Now, before I said I would like to have more cows on the map. Now, the problem is we would like to have more cows, but that means more Total Mix rations, which means I'm going to need more hay to make Total Mix rations. Nope, that door needs to be open because I need to bring oats on over. So the question is, how am I going to get more hay? Yeah, that is a good question, isn't it? It seems like summer is about the best time for the grass to... yeah, see, I'm trying to think about how to make more hay, and I'm forgetting where the straw needs to go. It needs to go inside the doors, which are not open. It will be in a second here. So either we cut the grass once a year, and that'd be like in summer, and we wait for a good drying day, and we're just going to one cut in per year, basically. The question is, where do I do it? Now, I got plenty of grass around here. Well, I say plenty of grass. Just the grass around the farm itself I could cut, which we'll probably be doing again this summer because I don't have many fields. Even if I made a grass field this year, it's going to take a while for the grass to grow, and it will not be ready, I don't think, by the time summer gets here. So, yeah, for now we're just going to have to cut the grass around the farm and make enough hay that way. I mean, I could be ready for more cows because, well, the money is definitely not an issue when you got $1.5 million. And I could buy more land, but I'm not going to spend that much on land for sure. And I'm not ready to expand that far yet. Alright, so everyone's got straw, so we're all set with the bale shredder. Let's go ahead and bring that back. We'll grab our newest trailer that we have and go pop some oats in there, and then we'll come over and feed the horses some oats. But the cows are taken care of, the sheep are taken care of, just need to put oats in for the horses, and then we can put the bucket back on this front loader. And I'm going to clear out that manure pile just so I don't get the symbol that says, yeah, you know, manure pile is full, which it's not. I did double check, and we are still getting manure, just that it says it's full because the snow's in there. Yeah, that Oshkosh truck sure did a good plow job on the roads around town. I have not plowed since last time we were together, so we just decided to keep all the roads closed for the main part. Wait, where did I... Oh, the trailer is down here. Yeah, so we decided to keep the roads closed. The furniture factory and the carton factory have been closed for a while as well. I have not really been down there, just been busy cutting trees. Figure everyone was going to take the winter off anyways for holiday break. So I hope all of them had a nice Christmas and New Year's through the winter. But now spring is here. Now we're just waiting for a warm day, which won't be for a couple of days, actually. Like I said, the temperature should rise above freezing today, but I don't know how much snow is going to melt. Let's come over here and Activate that so we can go ahead in here. And am I over it? Yes, I am, apparently. Just need a little bit of oats. I forget how many oats I need. That should be more than enough. I went down to Dunkin' Donuts today, and Elaine was in there working, so with the roads closed, obviously, the only one she's serving coffee to is basically us. Yeah, Shane was actually in there having coffee with her, since he's not building anything for us. Alright, now we've got to top off the horses, and we're good for a couple more days. The one that's over here the most for the horses is Dwayne, so I think he's the one that goes around riding the horses. I'm sure I got more than enough oats. I think I only need like maybe 500 oats really is all they take. It's not going to be much. Yep, they took it all, so I didn't need that much at all, but manure heap is full. Yeah, we're going to take care of that shortly because got stuck there in the trailer. Let's go put these oats back into the silo. Then we'll grab the bucket and come on down here. Yeah, the mushroom farm as well is kind of it's producing. I cleared out the pallets yesterday afternoon. Yep, they're piled up over there. Yeah, the mushrooms are not really... Whew. I've been thinking about taking the mushroom farm out and maybe putting something else in. Or just taking that out and putting a factory in elsewhere that takes manure. Maybe just like a regular greenhouse or something. I'm not sure yet. But that mushroom farm is just not quite doing it for me. Alright, so now I got to go change my silo back from loading to unloading. Or offloading as it says. Yep, we went ahead and put our oats right back in. So I have plenty of oats for the horses for years to come, since they only take like 300 liters. Let's see, 300 liters every 2 days. So just say 800 and then times 4. Yeah, so they take less than 4,000 liters a year, and I think we got like 12,000 liters. So I got enough for a while. So I don't have to plant oats. I can plant wheat. Yeah, I don't know yet. I just don't know what we're planting yet. I think the first step is I need to get the snow off the ground here. Well, not me, but the weather needs to get the snow off the ground. And then we can get to work by plowing those fields bigger, which I told you I'll bring over a little bit later to show you how decently sized the field looks now with all those trees being gone. Alright, so we got that in there. Let's put our bale spike away. No, bale spike is hitting the top of the ceiling there. That's not good. So yeah, well, I noticed one thing about plowing the snow like I did. Having a snowbank here is not the best thing, because even the T6 is awfully close to hitting the roof of the shed here. I mean, I got the bucket right here. I could take care of it, but now I'm at the point of let's let the weather try to do it. I'm hoping one layer of snow goes today, but only because it's going to snow tomorrow. So I think we got 3 layers of snow on here. So it's going to take a while. So hopefully, like I said, if one layer doesn't melt today and it snows tomorrow, that means I got 4 layers of snow here. Yeah, manure heap is full. Yeah, we got that. Let's go ahead and see if I can help this out at some way, shape, or form. Now the good news is the bucket is big enough to where I might get this all out. I don't know if I can get the manure. Oh, yeah, the manure. I'm trying to get the snow out in between the manure. Actually, let's turn the HUD off. I don't need the HUD on there. Nope, can't quite get that out. So Let's come over here, and I have a nice place for this chunk of snow that we have. Yeah, the Oshkosh just really just piles it up, doesn't it? Make sure I don't go over the edge, because that's pretty steep there. There we go. And while we're at it, because it was a little difficult the other day to feed the cows because there was too much snow here. And I better clear this up as well. There was actually a high demand for milk the other day at our sell point, and the price was pretty decent, but I just thought, no, I don't have that much milk, so I didn't bother. And I really don't have a tanker for it right now either. So I'm kind of waiting for the milk get really high up in capacity before you go ahead and sell it. I want to make it worth my while. I mean, I basically would have brought it over and I probably would have got maybe like $4,000 worth of milk. Actually, if I go, how much milk do they actually have here? Yeah, so I got 7,000 liters, so I actually got more than I thought. So it's 11 cows, 11 sheep, and horses. So the males might be sold this fall. They're 2 years old now, and I think the max price is when they get up to 3 years old. I think if someone's been doing the cow meat production on seasons, let me know how old they should be when you sell it. What's the best time to sell the cows? I think it's when they're 3. I'm not sure. I think I saw on the Seasons Mod Hub, or I mean on their website, it says when the somewhere between the ages of 2 and 3. Not a little bad place to be piling up the snow, is it? Right behind the silage silo. Hopefully I can clean this out a little bit by going this way. Yeah, the birds are on the ground trying to get the insects, but they're going to have to wait a little bit longer. The ground's frozen. Can we not pile that back up in the feed trough area? I think I just picked up all the silage as well, and now it's registering as snow. That's alright. I got plenty of silage. Just dump it over the bank. It's good fertilizer. Alright, since we're in the T6, let's go ahead and take the T6 on over, but now the cows are kind of cleaned out. All the animals should be well taken care of. Let me just go ahead and turn on the animal HUD display here and make sure everything's in the green. The cows' cleanliness is at 11%, but that'll reset in a little while. But everything else is looking pretty good. Except, you know, some people may look at the horses and see the oats like, well, they don't have enough oats. We topped them off. I think that's an animal HUD kind of a problem with seasons. But everything else is looking good. The sheep cleanliness is at 21%, but then again, that doesn't affect their productivity. And I need to get out with the tractor to do that. There we go. Alright, so let me take you on over to... Well, I guess we can start maybe calling it the clearing. I mean, it's getting pretty well cleared out. But really, after I show you the clearing, I'm bringing the T6 back to the farm, and I'm taking the day off because I have spent the last 4 days of winter cutting down trees, bringing logs to the sawmill. The sawmill workers are going to have a lot of logs to go ahead and take care of when they get back to work. I haven't even plowed the road going up here yet either, but since I'm the only one coming up here, I will plow it if the cell phone tower needs service, but I mean, this got built a year ago. Was it a year ago? I think we put that in somewhere around there. Oh yeah, and about the harvester situation. Yeah, I think we got something going there, but I'll know more than a couple of days. I think we might actually be keeping the harvester that we use in the fall. I'm trying to make a deal with the other farmer about swapping harvesters because he's looking for a smaller one. I'm looking for a bigger one, so yeah, we might be doing this not an even swap. I had to pay extra because that is a big harvester. So as you can see last fall where we were, because the grass was cut, as we slide a little bit, you can see where the grass is cut, and when the grass is not cut, that's how much trees we've cut down since last fall. Let's get the drone up and going here as we fly it up, and you can see easily I've almost doubled the space since fall where we cut down, and we're not that far from, if I go a little higher, we're about what, 2/3 of the way down the hill towards the road. So yeah, I want to get rid of all the trees from the road we just came up all the way down to the main circular road right there. Yeah, I want to get rid of all of them, expand the fields almost all the way down to everywhere else. And on the roadside, we'll have Shane come around, put down like oaks and maple trees, just to not to decorate it, but to make it more, make it look so much better. I don't want it to be completely bare. And who knows, we may put some trees, a line of trees going up and down as well to separate the fields. It's kind of hard to see where the cornfield was last year because we're probably too high up. But yeah, it's kind of like right in this general area right there. Actually, we're over it because now you can see it on the bottom right hand corner. But yeah, I want to have like 3 separate fields in here. So this field is only going to about double in size, and of course we'll have 2 more fields added to the list. Like I said, the grass that's here, as soon as the ground temperature gets above freezing, I'll go ahead and cut the grass, and hopefully it will be a good drying day. And if that grass turns to hay, great. If it doesn't, and then we'll just pick up the grass, clean up the silage in our silage bunker, and we'll go ahead and sell that at the BGA, and then take the grass that's here, kind of like we did last fall, and bring the grass over to our bunker and make some more silage out of it. I mean, that's all I can do. I would like to get some more hay, stockpile it up, and like I said, you know, if it does work where we can get more hay, silage is not a problem. We can always make silage by, you know, chaffing and compacting it. Straw is not going to be a problem. It's the hay that I kind of need to make Total Mix rations. And if we can get enough hay, I think across the road would be a good place to put more cow barns. Probably just make one big cow barn. And what we'll do is we'll take the cows that produce milk, we'll transport those from that cow barn, and we'll bring them over here and make like a big dairy farm over here on the other side of the road. And the cow barn over on that side would be for meat production. I don't want to have that many cows, but yeah. So there we go. The morning is kind of halfway over. The animals are taken care of. It's looking pretty good over here. It will be a pretty big job to plow these fields over here. We do have a 4-meter wide plow, but I did talk to Wayne at the shop, and yeah, I've already talked to him. We're going to have something special to plow these fields over here to put them in the springtime, because I need to get them plowed as quickly as I can to get them all prepped and ready for seeding, because the sooner I can seed, the better. We got kind of late last year in the fall, and luckily the weather held up for us and we were able to harvest last fall. But if it doesn't, yeah, I just need the extra days. And so the sooner I can seed, that means that the crops are more ready in the fall earlier, which gives me more days to harvest them. So as soon as we can up here, I don't know why I'm pointing behind me. You can't see me point behind me. That's really good. When yeah, that's brilliant. But yeah, we need to cut that grass as soon as we can. Fingers crossed, a good drying day, and wait as long as we can before we go ahead and plow the field. And then of course we have to put some lime down, and then just start seeding. And it's not like we got a big seeder. I forgot how wide that seeder is. It's like a 5.5 meter. Might be 5.5 meter, or it might be a 6 meter. I can't remember. It's one of those two. It doesn't take us too long. If I want to do potatoes, though, I'm going to have to lease a potato harvester. Not a harvester. Seed drill. Yeah, I need to be talking seed drills. Yeah, I need to do with that. But maybe I can do some planting this afternoon since I'm not doing it. I'm going to kick back. Maybe sit outside for a while, because it's like any winter. When you have cold temperatures through winter, I did have a day, I think it was like the 4th day of winter, where the temperatures didn't even get above 10 degrees. It was awfully cold out, so when you get a day what's in the mid-30s, it feels nice and warm outside. So I may just come outside. I don't want to say sit in my deck because I really don't have one. And that's another thing I might want to do this year now since we got a whole bunch of cash. Even though I've only lived in this wonderful little log cabin for 2 years now, I think it's time we give ourselves a nice little home to live in. So yeah, I'm not quite sure where I want to. I don't think I want to have my house here, but maybe I will. If I do have it here, I may put it back further, just more off the road. But more likely, it might be up to where we just were, behind those 3 fields up in the woods a little bit. Get me off the main drag strip. But our animal's taken care of for a couple days. I may not see you until the 3rd day of spring. Just because, well, you know, this stuff. And tomorrow's going to snow. I may even have to snow plow the road. So, yeah, I may be using the Oshkosh in between. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. And I'll catch you next time right here on Green Mountain Forest. But until then, have a good one.